As a therapist in private practice, I find it real interesting to see how much narcissism is talked about these days, as it should be. But all this focus on narcissism still only addresses one side of the coin. For every narcissistic relationship out there, there's a pleaser on the other side, and there's not too many people talking about the role a pleaser plays in the abusive relationship. Pleasers aren't people who've simply been duped into a relationship because of coercive manipulation. That's only part of the story. And it's time we focus on the other side of the coin if people want to understand how an abusive relationship operates and what they can ultimately do about it. Yes, narcissists are manipulative predators, but pleasers play an integral role in the formation and perpetration of the trauma bond. They caretake, fix, help, save, bend over backwards, and walk on eggshells until exhaustion, as well as ignore every red flag along the way. Pleasers do this because they lack self-esteem and try to avoid their own feelings of guilt and shame when they feel they've disappointed someone. Every people pleaser has one core goal of trying to control how people perceive them, while ignoring and abandoning themselves along the way so they don't feel awful afterwards. Pleasing is about avoiding the responsibility of regulating your own emotions. Pleasers are motivated by guilt and shame, feeling responsible for the feelings or angry reactions of their partner, feeling wrong whenever their partner is mad at them, putting their partner before themselves, feeling sorry for their mate even as they're beaten down. It's hard for me to believe that abusive relationships are still presented as a perpetrator-victim dynamic when clearly they're not. Yes, pleasers are victimized by verbal abuse, but they're not victims. Why? Because they ignore red flags, don't trust themselves, desperately seek validation, and remain highly indecisive and avoidant to separation. In essence, they're trying to control the perceptions of others so they don't have to regulate their own emotions. And this is why I've written my book, for pleasers who want to break the pattern of pleasing and build self-esteem to become the real you and not someone who desperately trying to get love through the transactional process of pleasing. You deserve to be treated better than you are. But you may want to ask yourself if you need to address your own insecurities and regulate your own emotions, if you really want a loving relationship down the road.